do
What we got?
let's do one from the Hammer record, the previous one called "Get a Little Goner." Well, you left our favorite song playing on the radio. Oh, way to go! That's shooting low. And your lying love letters keep on turning up. I'm gonna burn them up in our loving cup. So if you're gonna get gone, get a little goner. If you're gonna move along, move a little bit longer. Think I want you back, you couldn't be wronger. Go on, get a little goner. For good just a week ago, and the way I know you told me so. But when it comes to leaving well enough alone, you've never shown you've ever known. So if you're gonna get gone, get a little goner. If you're gonna move along, move a little bit longer. Think I want you back, you couldn't be wronger. Go on, get a little goner. Now you snuck back into my dreams where you don't belong, and then you came on strong. Well, you know that's wrong. And I turned to walk away, and I run into you. Oh, that I never knew if we're really through. So if you're gonna get gone, get a little goner. If you're gonna move along, move a little bit longer. You think I want you back, you couldn't be wronger. Go on, get a little goner. Well, if you're gonna get gone, get a little goner. If you're gonna move along, move a little bit longer. Think I want you back, couldn't be wronger. So if you're gonna move along and you're gonna get gone, so long, get a little goner.
88.1, Bill Kirchen live on WYCE. That cannot possibly sound any better out there than it does in here. Thanks, Bill.
Cool. My pleasure.
Yeah, great song. You are pretty much the master of the Fender Strat, and
Telecaster.
Fender Telecaster. Tell me something about the Telecaster.
Well, it's kind of like the Coke bottle of guitars. It's a real old design. I mean, the design's about as old as I am. I think we were both born in about 1948, and it's pretty much unchanged since then. And it's the simplest thing you can get. You got a slab and a stick, 2 pickups, 2 knobs, and a switch. Bingo. You're done.
Got it. They hollow them out once in a while, don't they?
Yeah, they do some stuff.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
This is actually made out of pine from Jim Jarmusch's loft. Apparently, Jim Jarmusch is a famous filmmaker, and they had this friend of mine.
Wow.
Rick Kelly goes and harvests wood. And I imagine you can get one of these at Harmony Music if you talk to him.
A Jim Jarmusch? I don't think so.
I mean, a Rick Kelly, you could have it ordered by them. I'd like guitars at Harmony.
Wow.
I got this from the guy in New York, from Carmen Street Guitars, but So anyway, that's it.
What are you bringing tomorrow?
Same thing, Telecaster
classic.
and Fender Deluxe.
Right on.
Same exact rig. You are getting the exact same rig that will grace the stage.
Fantastic.
We'll just mic it a little bit louder, that's all.
Now I hear...
I wear clothes. I'm not wearing clothes now. I wear clothes.
Yeah, that's a little disturbing, but I'm trying to avoid that topic.
Well, I'm wearing clothes, but it's not the right ones.
I hear you're also a trombone player.
That's right, I am. I learned it. I grew up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, right down the road.
Yeah.
And I studied trombone up at Interlochen as well, up the road from you.
So you were a classical trombone
I was a
player.
classical trombone. As a matter of fact, when people would improvise, they'd be like, "How can you improvise? There's the notes and there's wrong notes." So
Yeah.
I had to learn an instrument with chords in order to understand how the whole idea of harmony. So anyway, yeah,
That makes
played
sense.
trombone.
Trombone, it's one of those things you play it wrong and it sounds real bad, you know?
Well, it is the only instrument not found in nature. So there's the problem right there. And it also has the same, I just realized that this note, the low note on a guitar exactly is the low seventh position note on a trombone. There's pentatones, the blatty ones, but the lowest normal in use note on a trombone. Same as a guitar. So there you have it.
Wow.
I was destined to play the Telecaster.
That is something. That is something that I wanted to know.
I know.
That is good stuff.
So the trombone is the Telecaster of the brass instruments, I think. I'm pretty much sure that's how it works.
Word to the Wise, getting a lot of airplay. Any Plant, we love that album. As you can see here, programmers get to rate the tracks, and there's nothing but just 5 stars across the board.
You guys are the greatest.
So I guess we want to know, is there any plans in the works for something new?
Sure there is, but I've been so busy with that one, I haven't started yet. I admit it. I'm trying to write some songs. Usually I have to have a deadline before I can write tunes. I'm not one of these guys who springs out of bed with a song that must be born. You know, I have to really get down to it and do it. So that's the next step. But next year I should.
How about
2012? That would be. I need to record one.
How about next time you come to WYCE, got to come with an album?
Okay, I'll come
How's that for a
with
deadline?
a couple new songs if I don't have. I'd hate to wait till it's done just to
That's
come
a
back
good
to
point.
YCE, man. Come on, it's too cool here.
Bill, thanks for coming in. Would you like to play one more song for us?
Ure, man.
All right.
I suppose I could do one. Let me do Rocks in the Sand. He's my drummer in the end.
Which song?
Rocks in the Sand.
All right.
It's hard for me not to count off songs. I'm so used to counting them off for the drummer and the bass player. 1, 2. No, they're not here. Before fish ever walked on land, time was turning rocks into sand, rocks into stone, stone into sand. Well, that sand that sifts through the hands of man. I built my castle close by the shore, and we slept in the sound of the ocean's roar. And then I came to understand that my house was built on shifting sand. So we went to the hills and we built us a town with the beautiful views for miles around. When the mountains shook and tumbled down, all we knew we built on shaky ground. Long before fish ever walked on land, time was turning rocks into sand, rocks into stone, stone into sand. Oh, that sand that sifts through the hands of man. Now the sands will shift and the earth's gonna roll, and the rocks and the rain will collect their toll. And all I'll take, that's what I brought, and I may not get just what I saw. But whether I sail or I fall, Well, that's up to the shifting sands after all. Before fish ever walked on land, time was turning rocks into sand.
Bill Kirchen live at 88.1 FM, WYCE.